Hey guys, this is Ron and my girlfriend's YouTube channel here. Just thought I'd make this video just to explain to people who may not be aware of it and what it's like to live with a brain injury. That's why I don't know how well you can see with the scar on my head, because I suffered a real bad motorbike accident last year and I had a tree branch go straight through my helmet. So I've virtually had that caused my brain injury, me hitting the ground while knocked out. Um, it's never easy living with a brain injury. For people who do live with a brain injury, I understand what you're fully going through. It's never easy, and a lot of people don't understand what a brain injury can have effect on someone. Now, a brain injury is multiple ways that it can have effect on someone. Like, one of the effects that I know of fully is you act before you think. Like, yeah, some people do that on day-to-day basis, but you're more prone to doing it. And you also have a problem with a short-term memory loss, which is, like, everyone has that problem, but you're more prone to it when you have a brain injury. And it's never easy to actually deal with it, especially when you try to explain to someone and they choose not to understand. Like, there's some people that at the moment, I'm not mentioning names, that don't understand, and I know they don't understand. Like, I've had a lot of support from people, like professionals, health professional, and my family and some of my friends and that, and it helps a lot dealing with the brain injury if you have that amount of support from family, friends, and other people like that. So just if you have a brain injury and all that, don't. I know it's hard, and even I struggle at times. Don't let it get to you. Just keep living your life the way you want to live it. And if you're happy the way your life is, that's good. And if you're not, try and think of ways to sort of help deal with that. Like myself, because of my motorbike accident, when I was suspended, my license was suspended due to my medical injuries. I wasn't riding for like 6 months after the accident, and it was killing me. So I just want to, and once I started getting back to riding again, I cleared my head like crazy, and it helps. Like, that's one way it helps me. Like, if I feel like frustrated or anything, I just go up my bike and just help clear my head. Or if there's other ways, if you don't have a bike license or a car license or whatever, um, just if you feel like yourself getting agitated when you're talking to someone, either do one or two options. What I've been told to do by counselors is, one, tell them to stop, and then tell them to stop talking about this and talk about it later on, because you start, and then just let them know that it's getting you agitated. And if that doesn't work, just walk away from the situation. Just go for a walk somewhere and just help clear your head. It's it's easy to do them two things, but yeah, you just gotta listen. And another way that could possibly help, it helped me a lot as well. Seek counselor advice. Like, see a local counselor or whatever, and ask them on tips on how to deal with your brain injury. Preferably a counselor that's trained in helping people out with brain injuries. It helps you a lot, and I trust me when I say it, I'm not myself. I'm not one for seeing counselors, and I was a bit hesitant about seeing a counselor about my brain injury, but I'm glad I did, because it helped me a lot, and it helped also me advise other people of what it's like and how to dissolve my anger levels and all that. Because when you have a brain injury, you're prone to getting more angrier than usual, and that's what I'm like as well. I've gotten better at it. Like, when I first had the brain injury, I was really fiery, more fiery than I usually am. But now I actually am actually dealing with it, and when I feel myself get angry, I just stop talking about what I'm talking, or tell the people to stop talking about it, and I just go for a walk somewhere, just cool off, or hang out with a mate or something like that, or hang out with your loved one. It's it's an easy way to do it, and for people who don't understand what it's like to have a brain injury, please understand what I'm trying to get at. And it's hard for me to explain because I have a brain injury myself due to my motorbike accident last year in 2020. So just please understand, if someone's trying to explain to you what it's like to live with a brain injury, or explain what caused them to act the way they did, please listen to them. It will actually cause them to not be so stressed, and it will actually benefit the person with a brain injury and also the other person that's trying to understand as well. It will benefit everyone in the world if they understand what it's like to have a brain injury. Now, I'm sorry I'm harping on and shit, but I just really want to get it through to the people that really don't understand what it's like to have a brain injury, or what it is like to deal with it. And it's never easy. It's for the rest of your life. Once you have a brain injury, for the rest of your life, it always gets hard, and it just wants to. Your brain isn't functioning the way it wants to function previously before the brain injury that you may have suffered, or whatever, or the way the person may have suffered. And I'm sorry I'm stuttering a lot. I'm just trying to find the right words off the top of my head to say. And that's why I'm saying, like, with a brain injury, it's hard. It makes it hard on yourself to think on what you're actually going to say and what the right words are going to be. So just don't let other people get to you if you have a brain injury. Just try and dissolve the situation yourself, and try and try and explain to the other person on what you're trying to do and how it's benefiting you in the long run. Because, like, if you have less stress on your plate when you have a brain injury, it's a hell of a lot easier to deal with one. Like, at the moment, I'm going through a little fair bit of stress. I'm not going to go into details because I don't want to expose that to the world and that. But it's just, yeah, once you have stress on your plate when you have a brain injury, it's very, very hard, and it makes it more complicated for yourself. Where if you have no stress in your life when you have a brain injury, you're living your life to the fullest as much as you can, and you're not thinking about the brain injury and all that type of stuff. Well, I've accidentally done some things to loved ones, and I've tried to explain it to other people that that's not me. That's not my usual self. It's actually the brain injury. It's making me not think before I act. Yes, I am getting better at it, but I still do it sometimes. You will have that for the rest of your life, and sorry about swearing, but it sucks, and it's never easy. Because with my motorbike accident, I not only did suffer a brain injury, I suffered a lot of broken bones and some internal injuries. Because virtually, I'll tell you guys what injuries I suffered was the head injury from the tree branch hitting my head, because I was knocked out straight away as soon as the tree branch hit my head, and then me hitting the ground. Broke my collarbone and shoulder blade on my left side. Broke one of my lower vertebrae, so I got pins in my back now. Fluid in the lungs, bruised my liver, tore one of my kidneys, and tore my spleen. So I was in a pretty bad way, and I was very lucky because of my young age, because I'm only 25. Because of my young age, that sort of was working in my favour, because I was only in hospital and rehab for 6 weeks all up, which it felt like an eternity when I was in hospital and rehab, but for an outsider's perspective, it was actually pretty fucking damn quick. So, just for everyone out there that doesn't understand what it's like to have a brain injury, just please understand when they're trying to explain to you what it's like to deal with a brain injury. Please understand. I'm just making this video so that everyone who has a brain injury actually probably will agree with me. I'm just making this video, as I said, just to make everyone who's not understanding what it's like to have a brain injury understand a bit better, and just be able to understand when someone actually is trying to explain something to you. So I'm going to leave it at that, otherwise I can blabber on all day, all bloody day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. It's Adrian and Nicole, as you probably have already seen. And please enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever what state you're in. And I'll see you guys on the next video, which will probably be a singing video. Have a good day, guys.